How's it going, everybody? Uncle David here. Today I'm eating noodles with this thing, a whole soup of all kinds of stuff. Eggs, fish ball, some other kind of ball. Fish ball with like meat in the middle, some pork, some carrots, some dry shrimp, mushrooms, little fish sticks. I don't know what they're called, and cabbage. I don't know. And tofu. Yeah, I'm heating it up right now. It's gonna take a little bit, but man. I don't know if I told you guys, yeah, but one of my coworker became a travel agent. It's kind of funny how the whole story happened. She she likes to travel like most girls do, or at least most girls that I know do. And one her travel trips, she missed out on like all these like deals and stuff she found out afterwards that could have saved her like a bunch of money. And because of that, and she's really smart, so because of that, now she likes to do a lot of research and stuff. And so because of that one trip where she lost, could have saved like a bunch of money, she now does all this research, and then he's like, you know what, I might as well become a travel agent if I'm gonna do all this research now before I go on a trip. And so that's what she did. She went and did all this training and got all this like education and did all the work to become a travel agent. And now she actually started her own business. You could have been like working under a company or start your own business while still working with the company. So, but she filed her own LLC and started her own travel agency. But she's really only doing it for herself and her mom. And then in the future, if she ever gets to it, she'll do like she'll open up a website, so it'll be much easier to do in between the website instead of having like on the phone call with one person at a time or texting one person at a time doing it. But the commission isn't all that good. I don't know how people could possibly become a travel agent as like a career. You just don't make a lot. Because like I think she said something like you get like 15% commission, but like I don't know, a whole entire travel package would be like $1,000. So you make like $150 off one person, and I don't know. Is that even right? Like 15%? But most of the time, if you get like local flight, if it's just like one airplane flight, that's only like a couple $100s, and say you only make like $30 or so. But usually the travel packages, the bigger the item you sell, the better, the more money you make. But then she just signed up with like, so she has to like get trained for each different travel company, like to be able to sell their stuff. And then so she just like got done with like the Virgin cruise. She had already did like the Carnival cruise or something, I forget. But then the Virgin cruise is like super expensive, and then they give her like commissions of like I think like 25%. That's like a lot compared to like the average of like 15%. And then the company takes like I don't know 10-20% of the cut. And then so I didn't know, like a lot of people didn't know, like the travel agent doesn't like they don't charge you extra. Every single like travel package, flight, and even hotels I think have like a certain percent that's like built into the price that's supposed to be like commission. And if you get a travel agent, she gets the commission, or like 90% of it. So there's like, oh, it's done. What? So there's almost like no reason to like not have a travel agent. You should like almost always have a travel agent. It's just almost the same with like real estate agents. When you buy a house and then it's usually they get like 2.5% and the other person gets 2.5%. But if you don't have a real estate agent yourself, I think the other person either gets the whole 5% or he gets 2.5%, and then the company just keeps it. So that's the same case with like travel agents. If you don't have a travel agent, the company just keeps the extra money. But I try to tell my friends that, but they didn't seem too enthusiastic. You guys, if you're watching, you guys. But yeah, it's whatever. But originally I was thinking like you could just get some travel agents charge like a price so that they don't do work for free. Because you could literally just tell them to like, yeah. She had one of her friend asked her to like, wanted her to like call 15 different hotels that they're interested in to see if they could like have whoever could room service deliver a specific kind of coffee that she likes. And she's like, I'm not gonna do all that work. They're just stupid. So because of stuff like that, some people would charge money for like the planning fee in case they don't book, but they did all the work anyways. But yeah. But no, another cool thing is that she get like a bunch of like discounts and like early notice of like certain travel, vacation, package and stuff that before it even shows up on the market, or she gets like, if she sells a certain amount, she can get like a free trip or a discounted trip. But it's usually worth it. But if I was like interested in traveling, which I'm not, but I could ask her about like what's like the best deals. Like I don't care where I go if I travel. Like maybe and then like if she finds like some really good deals and she could push it, and you could end up going all these like different places for super cheap, and like all across like Europe or Japan or anywhere across America and Australia or whatever. And you could end up going places you didn't never expect. Well, yeah, it's cool. The travel agents thing is, she's just doing it as like a side thing. It's not, and I don't think you can make enough as doing the travel agent to be full time. But if you get a website, then it might be like a potential full time job. But yeah, I just like didn't know any of this. My parents used to travel. My parents have been using travel agent for like 15 years because they don't really know how to use computers. So that's like one of the reasons to have a travel agent is you're not like tech savvy and you don't know how to use computer like my parents. They've been using it for 15 years, so I'm a little more open to using a travel agent as compared to like my friends who are tech savvy and they like to book and plan their own things. But yeah, this video went on a little bit longer than expected. I'm learning so much from her telling me what she's learning, what she went into, and what she has to do to become a travel agent. She even got a certificate. This like emailed her like a certificate in the email saying that she went through all this, so you can have something to show so that you're like a verified travel agent. But yeah, all right, see y'all. I'm gonna go eat.